Okay, hello. Welcome to this vlog. We're continuing in the series, the third in the series, discussing factoring. Now, as you can see here, the examples we have provided, that I've provided, several examples we have. I've given you the greatest common factor, the GCF. We're going to talk about how we divide it out of there. Now, to talk about factors and what it means is we're dividing each term by the GCF. Example A here, we have 9m to the fourth power plus 27m. I've already calculated the GCF to be 9m. So the GCF is the largest or the biggest common factor, the greatest common factor. It's the biggest number that can divide each term. Our first example, 9m4 plus 27m. So the greatest common factor is the greatest divisor. Well, what's the maximum divisor for each of those? Okay, look at our example A. Again, seeing it again, really emphasizing the meaning of this GCF. It will help you later as you look for your own greatest common factor and how do you do that. So now we're going to go ahead and divide this out of the terms. To factor 9m to the fourth power, we're going to pull 9m out of these two terms. We say pull out, but we mean divide. Okay, you can see this here now. 9m to the fourth divided by 9m. 9 divided by 9 is 1. M to the fourth power divided by m becomes m cubed. Remember, when we divide like bases with exponents, we subtract the exponents. And then the second one, 27 divided by 9 is 3. And m divided by m is 1. And we're done. One thing I haven't talked about was how we would check these examples. I'm going to check it once, and then I suggest I recommend you check the rest of them yourself and make sure you get the correct answer. Now let's talk about what to do. How do we check these? We multiply the GCF back into the polynomial. We divided to get it out. Now we multiply to go back to the original. As we can see here, this is the original problem again. Both say 9m to the fourth power and 27m. Now to example B. Okay, that was a pretty simple example. Divide by 12. 12 by divided by 12 is 1. 24 by divided by 12 is 2. Now we have more variables in our example for C. You may feel awkward about how dividing variables and powers. If you don't understand exponent rules, I have another series here that are exponent rules and explains the division rule, the quotient rule, the product rule, and the power rule. So you can watch those if you don't understand how to work with exponents and dividing variables by variables. Now we have 2 times st dividing each term. Now I want to show you each division step. 18 divided by 2 is 9. S cubed divided by s is s squared. T squared divided by t is t to the first power. And then the other term, second term, 10 divided by 2 is 5. S divided by s is 1. T divided by t is 1. And this is our answer. Now our next set of examples, we'll talk about finding the GCF and then dividing them out, so we get the full process.